it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Can't get enough of that opening. Welcome back to another episode of Anime Fun Time. I'm your host, Ben Viola, and Shadow Clone. Now I'm hosted by multiples of me that look nothing like me, because here is Dean Longo. Dean?
Hello, I'm glad to be back again, and I'm looking forward to this good show.
Yeah, I'm glad you came back.
Yeah.
I was a little worried you wouldn't.
Oh, no, I got you.
Moving on, though, the creator of the show, Dylan Hickerson.
Something like that. How's it going?
Fantastic. Way to really sell it. And finally, we have kind of our wild card, Taylor Drake. Taylor?
Hello.
Okay. So the topics on today's shows consist of merchandise. kind of
Your expertise.
My expertise, if you will. We're then going to talk about video games, because who doesn't love that?
Yeah, everyone loves video games.
And then finally, we're going to talk about the ever so popular anime opening.
It's going to be a classic one.
Yep, it's going to be fun. So, let's get right into it with merchandise. We'll play our little card. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that artwork. Wow.
Look at all those
That is gorgeous.
I heard that took 5 hours.
Okay, so anime merchandise. I'm a collector of it, as well as many other things. I have lots of it in my room. And we'll start with some news. For those of you who like the show My Hero Academia, whole bunch of My Hero Academia figures are coming out from a whole bunch of different companies. We went from having nothing to now what seems like kind of an overwhelming amount.
It's been 4 seasons.
It has, and now we're finally getting some posable. We've had some statues. The company NECA, most known for making movie figures, has taken their hand back again at anime figures to make My Hero figures. They just dropped. They're really good. I have an All Might and a few others that are really fantastic. Moving on, the company Reveltech, one of my favorite companies, is making My Hero figures of All Might and Midoriya. And finally, Good Smile is re-releasing their Figma of Midoriya, as well as a brand new figure of Kacchan.
Ooh, that's
all
my
of these
guy.
will run you different prices. So if you're a basic collector, NECA is the way to go, about $20 a figure. If you're trying to really show how much you love it, Reveltech should be around $50 to $60. That's their normal price. And then finally, Figma with their dreaded curse of selling their figures for too much money. Midoriya and Kacchan will be around $89 a piece.
And people will buy it.
And I will be one of those people.
Me too.
Unfortunately. But anime merchandise amongst us, have you guys spent any anime merchandise? Have you guys bought any anime merchandise recently? Spent, but
I mean, I have this shirt, this Naruto Ichiraku ramen shirt. It's got little ramen bowls on the side. Got a headband.
Very nice.
Just pretty basic.
For me, as I mentioned, I got the All Might just shipped in. That thing is awesome.
Golden Age?
What's the one that we see currently? Is that Silver Age or Golden Age?
I think that's Golden Age.
They actually did do a exclusive Silver Age though that you can pick up at GameStop right
That's
now.
a good.
That's
That's a
cool.
good
Comes with
outfit.
the cape, looks great.
Yeah.
So I got that. I got some Berserk figures that came in, very expensive. How about you, Dean?
For me, it was just the simple stuff when I was a kid, action figures, stuff like that.
Yep.
And then when I got older, my brother this Christmas recently just got me a Naruto headband. And then
Did he get you anything else?
just something small. It was a Dragon Ball that happened to turn into a grinder.
A grinder?
Yeah.
You don't mean for weed, do you?
No.
Anime fans don't smoke weed.
It's for tobacco
It's for
products.
medicinal herbs.
Yeah.
And what about you, Taylor? Any anime figures, anything like that in your room?
If I dug around in the closet somewhere, I would probably find a couple Naruto figures.
A couple Naruto figures. Toonami made those back in the day.
Back in the day, middle school era, buying statues and stuff.
Nice.
But mostly
Mostly
what I
like
have now
CDs,
is this.
books.
And Blu-rays.
Very nice. Very nice.
Posters as well.
Anyone else have any last comments before we move on?
No, that's pretty much all the merch I have.
Buy toys, so I don't feel weird when I buy them.
Exactly.
Moving on.
They're for everyone.
Video games.
Gotta love them.
Anime video games.
Love them more.
Boom, look at that slate. Beautiful.
Actually,
Dragon Ball Fighter Z,
That's
I
you.
had that
Who's
one.
that?
Dragon Ball Fighter C, that's
me.
me. So,
Believe it or not.
anime video games, there's no shortage of anime video games out there from an anime as obscure as Shaman Warrior, or Shaman King, sorry, all the way to the very popular Naruto. Dylan, what's a favorite anime game of yours?
Yeah, favorite game of mine has to be Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3.
Yep,
I mean,
I think we have
I've
something
played
for
it.
that, honestly.
Yep. Yeah, we have it.
Anyway, continue.
I've played this game since I was a kid, and
That's coming.
I
there we go.
can't get enough of it. I mean,
Yeah.
like I still play it every now and again. It's kind of like a semi-open world game.
yeah.
You can play as different characters and through their stories and all that, and
And
yeah.
the gameplay itself is almost like Soul Calibur,
Yep.
where it's Arena 2D, where you kind of
Yeah.
can move around, but you're really more locked down. It's all about the combos and how quickly you can. It's all about
Yep.
blocks and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are usually the best fighting games.
Yeah, I'm a big fighting game guy personally. This game is a classic Budokai 3, and Dean,
Yeah.
you're also a fan of this.
I
game.
gotta definitely agree with Dan on this. This is like such a nostalgic game for me, childhood game. I would go to my friend's house every day. This was before I was even into anime. I didn't even know like
You actually
any of
learned
these
about
characters.
Dragon Ball through this game,
Through
correct?
this game, yeah, because I was at my friend's house. He had it. He didn't even know it was like a TV, like a big TV show.
What was it like for you when you discovered it?
It was very funny. We would just make fun of the characters like Krillin, Piccolo.
Yeah.
Who's that green guy there? And then
Who's that green guy?
So you have a
yeah,
channel.
but Krillin definitely favorite character, and it was just such a nostalgic
Hot
game.
take.
It has
Awesome.
to be my favorite.
That is a hot take.
That
right
is a hot
there.
take.
Almost second to Yamcha, really.
Yeah,
Might
right.
as well said Yajirobe is the strongest, but for me, I got to stay with Dragon Ball on this one. I actually grew up on the first Budokai. I got it as a gift from a friend when I first got into Dragon Ball Z way back in early middle school, and it's really clunky. I mean, you go back and play that thing today, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
This thing sucks.
But at the time, it was
At the
golden.
time, it was awesome. And then a few years later, my favorite anime video game, actually sticking with Dragon Ball Z, still not very diverse, Raging Blast 2. Raging Blast 2, man, that's another game I got as a gift from a friend in high school freshman year. I'll never forget it. He gave it to me in our sculpting art class, actually. And dude, I went home and I played that game and I couldn't stop. I love this game so much.
You in
It plays.
a 3D art major class?
No, I was not. I was not a 3D art major, but it was just we were like sculpting. Dude, I remember just being able. You could run around the map during the fight.
Right.
You could fly. You could there was a wide array of
You can
characters.
go underwater and fight
Go
underwater.
underwater,
Like, it was nothing.
power
okay,
up.
I don't
The
care.
story mode to it.
The story mode was awesome. One great thing about this game that I love is that usually in Dragon Ball Z games, when you're playing them, you just go through a single story like any other fighting
Yeah.
game or like any other game. In this one, you choose how you play because you choose the character and it branches off in their own thing. And it had characters as needed as Vegeta and as unknown as Kui, which I don't. Do you guys remember Kui? Kui was in, or how about I forget his name starts with P, but Kui was one of the characters in the Majin arc that just dies.
Oh, really?
And
yeah.
and you could just play as Kui, or
That's
you could
funny.
play as a Frieza Force member, and they had their
Yeah.
name. I just love that when you have a wide array of characters. I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime video games, speaking of Dragon Ball anime video games, the highly anticipated Kakarot is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
On Steam,
Super excited for that
Steam,
game.
Yeah, that's gonna
PlayStation
be a
4,
fun one.
Xbox, Kakarot.
Carrot cake.
Yes.
Well, that's what it means, right? Kakarot means carrot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks great. I got to play a little bit of that at New York
Really?
Comic Con this year, and guys, it is so
I could
fun.
imagine,
It
yeah.
is so fun. Very
pumped.
smooth. You know, when it comes to Dragon Ball games, not very, it doesn't break ground in any way, but it's really fun. So definitely gonna be getting that.
Yeah, I'm definitely grabbing that too.
All right, moving on to our final topic, and the one I think everyone's most excited to talk about.
Everybody's ready for this one.
What's the video games again? Anime openings.
Oof.
Oof, look at that right there. Look at that, Naruto coming in. Oh, he's opening the door. Anyway,
Open up.
that's Naruto sneaking into my room. Little weird.
But you invited him, right?
I did. It's okay. So anime openings, Dylan, you want to start us off?
It's got to be, for me personally, it's the Naruto Shippuden, the second opening, Distance. Yeah.
Let's play the clip.
You are my friend. I don't hear you. 今でもまだ忘れてないんでしょ You are my dream. 始まったばっか You know I love that fight. Whoa, 未だにだってよ
That right there is a classic Shippuden opening.
Yeah.
Iconic in the series.
So nostalgic.
Takes me
Very
back,
nostalgic.
yeah.
I love them when they were showing the young Naruto. It's got that blue filter over it. It looks
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah, and Naruto, a show known for having several good openings. I mean, it's rare that you get a show that's that long and every opening is just awesome.
And they always get the best songs.
They
for
really
some
They
do.
reason.
have a
They really
record
do.
for how many openings they have?
They might, honestly. They might.
I think
Because
it's almost 30.
I think
Yeah,
that and like
yeah,
one
almost 30.
Piece, like does it One Piece?
Yeah, One Piece
Oh
probably
my
has
God,
it.
that
But
shit
not
probably-
every
Long
song on
running.
One Piece is amazing. I can vouch for
Long
that.
running anime.
I'm going to stick with that concept of an anime known for having good openings because my favorite opening is the opening from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Golden Time Lover by Shikum Switch. So let's hear that real quick. Love
Classic.
it. I mean, how does that not get you
Classic.
pumped up and ready for the show? I
Yeah.
mean, that's the whole point of an opening, to get you pumped up and ready for the show. And I love the visuals. I love the when he misses the flower at the end. In the beginning, he crushes the flower at the end. He saves the
see
flower.
it
It's kind
when
of
he opens
symbolic
his hand,
for,
yep.
for saving the moment, saving the beauty. Big part of the show.
I like how bright the song was, even though like the
Yeah.
show's very dark.
Yeah,
Like, and you
it's
could see that with
song.
a lot of the animation.
I was listening to it on my walk over here today. No
Yeah.
joke. You got a song ready?
Yeah, for me, it's a bit of a newer anime
you
show,
got?
but it's Black Clover. It's opening number 9. It's called Right Now.
Let's hear that. And I think it's pretty awesome that no one in our studio knows what they're saying right now. Pretty fantastic, including us.
Yeah.
Still banger that.
Yeah, that song is awesome. It's from a newer anime. That just shows you don't need to have an older anime to have a good
Yeah.
opening.
What I like about it so much is definitely the song. The song choice to it, amazing.
Yeah.
But it shows like they give you a little bit of like what's gonna come in this arc that they're showing,
Nice.
and like it doesn't reveal too much, but like
Enough that when you see it, you're like, oh,
yeah,
wait a
and
minute.
then when you watch the whole arc and then go back and see it, I
Nice.
find it so cool.
I think it's no secret that our Ava expert had to pick the ever so iconic Cruel Angel Thesis. Am I right to say this?
Roll the disco music.
Let's roll the disco music.
僕ら天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで少年よ神話になれ
Welcome back. That was Cruel Angel Thesis. If you're an anime fan of any caliber, you definitely know that song. If you like
Yeah, it is.
memes, you probably know that song. It's used a lot
Yeah,
in memes.
it's regarded as one of the best anime openings.
I would have to
in
agree
history.
with that statement.
Still, after all
It's
these years. I mean,
it's like such an original. That's why I like.
So those are some of our favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite. Some honorable mentions. For me, my honorable mention has to be Go by the band Flow. One of my favorite bands, but also one of the most iconic songs
Yeah,
in anime.
that song's
Dylan, you
great.
got a honorable mention?
I personally, I love the Soul Eater intro. I mean, I think it pumps you up. It gets you ready. Not many people here have seen Soul Eater.
I have
but-
not watched
have
the leader,
not.
nor
Neither
the
have I.
opening.
but I've seen it.
I've seen some
It's
clips
really
of
good.
Death the Kid,
Death
and
the
I
Kid,
really
yeah.
like him. So maybe I should check it
Yeah,
out.
I think you should.
Yeah, for me, I gotta go back to my favorite show of all time, Attack on Titan. Any opening they use, always.
Even the endings. though.
Yeah. Oh, the endings are so good.
I highly recommend. I highly recommend hearing that. And yours was
The original Japanese opening for the first Digimon Adventure, which takes you back.
yeah. Thanks. So before we finish up, should we just end it, or do you think? We should?
No,
Let's
for
show
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should do.
We're going rogue here. Before we let you go, we just want to let you know the #1 anime voted song though is Bluebird from Naruto. We'll listen to
Play
that real
it.
quick.
たら戻らないと言って青い青いあの空
Yeah, we have fun here. All right, well, thanks for joining us. We hate to kick you out, but leave.
Get out.
Stay here.
Sorry.
Had a fun time.
Time to wrap the show, according to Kyle.
Anime fun time.
Hey, anime.
Fun time.
Naruto. Naruto.